shear modulus or rigidity modulus. The ratio of the shearing stress to the corresponding shearing strain is called shear modulus. In the previous video, we have discussed about shear stress and shear strain. So, shear modulus G, it is generally represented by the symbol G. Shear modulus G is equal to shearing stress divided by shearing strain, and shearing stress is given by force by area, and shearing strain is equal to delta x divided by L. As discussed earlier, shearing stress can be calculated from the restoring force per unit area, and strain can be calculated by the by this displacement delta x divided by the original length, that is L. This length is the original length, so delta x divided by L. So shear modulus G will be equal to FL divided by A into delta x. From the figure we have seen that delta x divided by L equal to theta. So shear modulus or rigidity modulus G is equal to F divided by A into theta. So you have to remember these two formula. One is your shear modulus or rigidity modulus G is equal to FL divided by A into delta x. Another expression, that is shear modulus G equal to F divided by A into theta. From the definition of shear modulus G, that is equal to shearing stress divided by shearing strain, and shearing stress we generally represented by sigma S, and shearing strain, as you have seen here, shearing strain is equal to theta. So shearing stress sigma S can also be denoted by or written by G into theta, that is shear modulus into shearing strain. And sometimes this equation is also useful. You have to remember these three equations: equation 1, equation 3 and equation 4. Then what is the unit of shear modulus? The SI unit of shear modulus is Newton per meter square or Pascal. Newton per meter square is also called Pascal. The shear modulus of common materials. In this table, we have compared the shear modulus with the Young's modulus of some common materials like your aluminum, copper, iron and steel. Shear modulus is generally represented by 10 to the power 9 Newton per meter square. Its order is 10 to the power 9 Newton per meter square, and as you know 10 to the power 9 is giga, so it is the order of gigapascal. Similarly, your Young's modulus Y is also generally represented by, or it is of the order of 10 to the power 9 Newton per meter square, or of the order of gigapascal. And if you see the shear modulus and Young's modulus of the different materials, for aluminum shear moduli is 25 and your Young's moduli is 70. For copper it is 42, 120. For iron it is 70 and this is 190, and for steel it is 84 and it is 200. So if you compare the shear moduli and Young's moduli of these materials, it can be seen that the shear modulus or rigidity modulus is generally less than the Young's modulus. If you compare the shear modulus between shear modulus and Young's modulus, you can see that shear modulus or the rigidity modulus is generally less than the Young's modulus. And for most of the materials, the shear moduli is equal to Young's moduli divided by 3. So you have to remember that G is equal to Y divided by 3. For most of the materials, G is equal to Y divided by 3. Now let us work out a problem. A square laid slab of side 50 cm and thickness 10 cm is subject to a shearing force on its narrow face of 9 into 10 to the power 4 Newton. So the force given to the narrow face as shown to you in this figure. You see, this is your lead slab. So you see, this is your lead slab, and thickness of this slab, this thickness is equal to 10 centimeter, and the side is 50 centimeter. This side is 50 centimeter and this side is 10 centimeter. And the applied force, it is given that applied force is 9 into 10 to the power 9 Newton. And the lower edge is riveted to the floor. You see, you have another metal surface, and this surface, lead slab, is fixed to this surface. And we have to find out how much will be the upper edge be displaced. We have to find out what will be the displacement of this upper edge, that is this value delta x. And it is given that lead has a shear modulus of 5.6 into 10 to the power 9 Newton per meter square, that is 5.6 gigapascal. From this table you can see that lead has shear modulus of 5.6 gigapascal, and you have to find out the displacement of the upper edge of the lead slab. So length of the slab is given 50 centimeter or 0.5 meter. Thickness is given 10 centimeter or 0.1 meter. So area of the slab parallel to the applied force, that is equal to 50 centimeter into 10 centimeter, that is equal to 0.05 meter square. And the applied force is given 9 into 10 to the power 4 Newton. And the shear modulus of lead, it is 5.6 gigapascal. And from formula of the shear modulus G, we know it is shear stress divided by shear strain, that is F by A divided by delta x divided by L. So delta x will be equal to force into length divided by area into the shear modulus. So force, it is given 9 into 10 to the power 4 Newton. The length of the lead plate is equal to 0.5 meter. The area we have calculated is 0.05 meter square, and the shear modulus, it is for lead, it is 5.6 into 10 to the power 9 Newton per meter square. So if you calculate it, then you can find out delta x, that is the upper edge of the square lead slab will be shifted by an amount 0.16 millimeter. So in the next video we will discuss about bulk modulus. Thank you.